Now we're going to show you how to take female body measurements for the lower part of the body. Now when taking measurements for the lower part of the body, please ensure that you're standing straight with your legs slightly apart and that you are wearing flat shoes or ones with a very small heel. Now the first measurement that we're going to take is the waist measurement. Now to find your natural waist, stand straight and then tilt slightly to the side. Where your body creases or curves, that is your natural waist. So, to take the waist measurement, you wrap the tape measure from back to front around the waist and place 2 fingers underneath the tape like this, just to make sure it's not too tight, and then mark where the tape measure meets. The second measurement we're going to do is the hip measurements. Now your hips are basically from the top of one hip bone around to the top of the other. So again, take your tape measure and run it from the back to the front. Again, keep 2 fingers underneath it just to make sure it's not too tight, and mark where the tape meets. The next measurement we're going to do is the bottom or the rear. Now you need to make sure that the tape measure runs around the largest part of the bottom. So you go from back to front, and again, to give yourself some room, place 2 fingers underneath the tape and then mark where the tape measure meets. The next measurement we're going to do is the thigh measurement. So you take your tape measure between your legs like this and wrap it around the top part of your thigh at the thickest part. Place 2 fingers underneath the tape and again mark where the tape meets. Now we're going to do the knee. So again, keep the tape measure from the back to the front, 2 fingers underneath it to give yourself plenty of room, and mark where the tape measure meets. We're going to do the calf. Now you need to measure the calf at the thickest part, which is up at the top. So take the tape measure, run it from back to front, keeping 2 fingers underneath the measure to give yourself plenty of room, and then mark where the tape measure meets. Now we're going to do the ankle. So what you need to do is lift the trouser slightly, take the tape measure, run it from back to front, making sure that it is covering the ankle bone, and then hold 1 finger just underneath to make sure that you've plenty of room, and mark where the tape measure meets. Now we're going to do the outside seam. Now the outside seam runs from just above your hip all the way down the outside of the leg down to the ankle bone, and make a note. And then the final part is the inseam. So you just stand legs very slightly apart, you put the tape measure at the top of the crotch and you run all the way down the inside of the leg to just past the ankle bone. And that is how you take measurements for the lower part of the female body. Thank you, and make sure to check out all our other informational videos.